we're here at our Make Way for Ducklings event at Wentworth Greenhouses, one of our 4 signature outreach events throughout the year. On top of those, we actually do about 350 environmental education programs at schools, libraries, senior centers, state parks year-round. And the goal of our outreach program is really 2 or 3-fold. Americans, and particularly children, spend an average of just 7 minutes outside a day. They are not walking in the forest and becoming curious about what birds are making those calls. They're not experiencing nature and those benefits, so they're not able to be connected to nature in our earth. So at events like this, adults and children get to see Henry, our North American porcupine, up close. They get to learn how gentle he is and that he only eats plants and that he can't shoot his quills. Or they'll meet Brownie and Betty, our big brown bat ambassadors, and see their silky brown fur and know that they groom themselves and that they can eat about 5,000 mosquitoes in just one evening. So it's a chance for people to connect with wildlife that wouldn't be having those connections anymore in their daily activities. So as demand for our services continues to grow and as the pressure on local wildlife continues to grow with a housing boom and development and changing climate, we also have to grow our staff. The Center for Wildlife is really committed to doing that in a sustainable way. We have about 120 volunteers, 40 interns, apprenticeship positions. We have a very small full-time staff. We're looking to add a part-time wildlife assistance hotline position. So we are receiving 70 to 80 phone calls a day during our busy season. And often, as long as we can get to the phone, we can tell people, you know, you don't have to have a heart trap outside for that opossum because they don't carry rabies. You can actually just watch that opossum, do tick patrol in your backyards. When we have that position and we have someone on the phones, we can actually prevent the number of animals that are coming into us, which has an average of $175 up to $10,000 of cost in veterinary care, medicine, food, staff time. You know, prevention is one of our tenets of our organization. When we visualize what a perfect world looks like and when we're doing the best job as Center for Wildlife, we have an empty clinic. And last year, we admitted 1,976 animals. This year we're on track to be over 2,000. So we're really excited about adding that wildlife assistance hotline position. That person will be able to train and coordinate other volunteers so that we can staff that position 7 days a week. And our education outreach fellow position, that will be an opportunity for an education volunteer or intern to step into a role of an educator. We provide so much training. They'll get to learn how to present to preschools and also to ornithology classes at UNE. They'll get a lot of training, but they will present up to 200 programs a year, reaching 10,000 people. And it's a stipend position. It's a nominal investment to reach that many people. Those 10,000 people that haven't experienced 1 or 2 things that they've learned, they bring it home to their families and it spreads out through the community, so it can have such a huge impact. We do ask you to join us and help us invest in those 2 positions to realize our vision of less animals becoming injured and really creating that sustainable future for local wildlife in our community.